Boom, here we go. This going on YouTube. Let's get it. This game right here is from the big fella himself, Hikaru, guys. Hopefully y'all heard the news. If not, then you're going to see right here, this game right now. All right, we'll have a bullet tournament probably after Jordan. So we're going to check out big Hikaru here playing in a Grand Prix against AGRRESSIVE. So C4 here, which is not, I mean, you've seen Hikaru's played a lot of things, obviously. C4 is not one that I was actually expecting from him. So when I saw C4, especially in this game recap, I checked some other ones. And I looked, you know, just briefly before I got on the stream about, you know, C4. I'm like, yo, he played, like he played C4, bro. My man's played C4, you know, right? This is offline. Oh yeah, that's the Twitch. That's the Twitch thing behind me. Or I can just like exit out to that. That's literally the Twitch thing behind me. Yeah, so that's like the little Twitch thing. Okay. So C4, E5, Knight C3 from Hikaru. Knight to F6, right? Which this is what they call that. What's the reverse Sicilian? So for Sicilian players, right, what you see is the E4, C5, and here this is C4, E5, right? So if you think about that, this is again the reverse Sicilian. That's pretty cool, right? Reverse Sicilian. Look at that. And let's do it right. Obviously from here, E4. Well, it won't let me do that, huh? Let's go to analysis. Let's do this then. We'll just use it this way. Turn this off. Keep self-analysis on like this. Perfect. C4. I'll put the details here. C4. So if you have Sicilian, obviously E4, C5. But in English, there's C4, E5. Right. C4, E5. Okay. Cool. Knight C3, Knight F6. So sort of Sicilianish, but this is the standard stuff. Knight F3 hitting the pawn. This is like English. You can also play the Botvinnik, which I'm a fan of, is like this. E4, D3 all the time. Reverse Sicilian. Crazy, right, Anita? Ain't that crazy? The reverse Sicilian, literally. So if you know that, the plans and ideas are literally the same, but a lot of times you're up a tempo. And there, Hello Storm Angel says that right now. Right, the reverse Sicilian up a tempo. How powerful is that, right? So that's pretty powerful. Okay, so after Knight F6, Knight F3, he's not playing the G3 versions, at least not yet. You still can play G3, but he played Knight F3. Right, play Knight F3. Okay, Knight C6 and then G3. So now he's playing G3, Bishop G2. Stuff like that. Okay, so all right, D5, pawn takes, knight takes, bishop to G2, obviously bishop C5. Okay, so let's look at this position here, and we're going to do a little bit of obviously trying to figure this out on our own here, because I actually don't remember all of the opening here. Let's see what happens. It looks like castling is a possibility. I'm not familiar with these lines here. I actually do the Botvinnik versions of the English, but looking at this from a Sicilian standpoint, this is actually like a Sicilian dragon. Think about that. Right? Or an accelerated somehow. This is like an accelerated dragon backwards. Oh my goodness. This is an accelerated backwards, because you play in the accelerated dragon, you have the pawn on G6. You hold the D pawn like you would in the accelerated dragon. Shout out to my dragon fans. And that's crazy. So this is almost like with what the setup that white is going for is the bishop C4 line. So look at this position. Get a snapshot, and I'm going to show you what this is in the white version, or what this is in black's way. So we're going to take a look at this position, and now let's look at this from black. Okay, so let's flip it. A4 C5, Knight F3 G6 D4, knight pawn takes, knight takes, Knight C6, Knight C3. Bishop G7. I think this bishop wasn't out yet. So let's go back here. Somehow it's like this. Somehow it's like this is the position. So look at this position. It's ridiculous. This is straight out the book of Accelerated, like 101. So shout out to my Accelerated Dragon players out there. This is literally, I mean, we doing fine here. We just can't. Well, in fact, white is the one that either plays F3 or Bishop B3 or castles here. Right, or knight takes C6, which is always bad. Now let's go back. Let's look at what my man Hikaru got going on. So C4 happens in the game. That's crazy. You know, the soundboard kill you every time, huh? Yeah. So we got exactly that, and he castles. And after the castle, so from the white side, you actually do knight takes E5 here, which is a possibility. The reason for this is this type of play with D4. But you're playing with the white pieces. You're up a tempo, so you may not need to do this at all. You may not need to do this at all, in fact. Everyone plays C4, Knight C3, they try to change pose. I mean, not everyone. It's different. A little bit different. A little bit different here. But it is a popular one, I would say. Actually, you are correct. From Chess Base, popular. It's a very popular line. Castles, castles, and then queen to c2, right? So queen to c2 is more classical Nimzo, or queen c2 Nimzo, not classical here, with some pressure on the c file. The thing that I like about this is it's flexible. It's very, very flexible here. D pawn never moved. Show the line. Which line? You talking about which line you talking about? Which line? Knight takes after castles. You have this knight takes, and d4. This is the line I was talking about. With the fork, this one, yeah, this one. This is the line that usually happens from the black side. So knight takes, and they can go bishop d6. But you see white has all the counterplay here. This is not the greatest. Not the greatest for when black gets this, they're already equal. But because you're playing white, you're trying to play for an advantage here. So he could have went for this knight takes e5, but it does, like, it goes for more I'm equal because black's supposed to be that, obviously having the second move. So here I want to play for more, which makes sense with queen c2. I'm pretty sure he saw knight takes e5. You even have e3 with the d4 options, or even d3 playing in the reverse dragon. Like, it's flexible, guys. It's very, very flexible. Okay, I gotta go sleep. I'm getting too old to party like that. Says I need a drink. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for the raid, too, for getting that raid over here to us. Thanks for the follow, pseudo player, and no problem, Spectrate. I'm glad I could explain it for you. So queen to c2, knight back to f6. Sort of a wasted move in a way. I mean, it does get the knight out of the center, and there was threats, obviously, all kind of stuff here. But this is a tempo that we can take advantage of, or at least try to. At least try to. So he plays a3, okay? a3, probably b4 next. Knight d4. That's aggressive. I mean, we just got to take that and think later. So he does. He takes first. Takes back. And now where do we put this knight? a4 or e4? Or b5? It's very possible. Where would you put this knight? Let's get some possibilities. Let's think about where we put this knight. I think I'm going to put the knight on e4. I'm going to put the knight on e4. I like the knight f6 option. I get the bishop to point this side of the board. Maybe play b4 and like bishop b2 and tuck the pawn here. e4 is candidate number 1. e4. Yeah, I like knight e4. Knight a4, I do like too, though. I do like knight a4. But maybe I don't have to move it. Maybe I could play even b4. Actually, you know what? That's it. I remember now that when I said b4, I just remember he played b4 here. Here it is. Yeah, he played b4 right here. That's a crazy move. I mean, it's not crazy, but it's just like the best defense is offense. So it's good to remember this. The best defense is offense, right? So b4 here, hitting the bishop. Yes, because my knight is attacked doesn't mean I have to move it. So b4 is attacking the bishop. Okay, bishop moves. Now we have the possibility to go knight a4, which he does. And what we're doing is we're literally taking the bishop pair. So right here, let's watch this. Rook e8, he takes the bishop pair. And right here, yes, it's equal. You can even see the eval bar say 0.6 here. But I'm feeling good as white. I'm feeling like a big dog would. Because a big dog could. Now, of course, there's pressure, obviously, on the e file. And I mean, one of these pawns might be backwards soon or something. Like, I got to be careful. d4 is kind of annoying. But I have secured the bishop pair, which, I mean, a lot of times, especially in open positions like this, could be a huge advantage if I'm able to use them correctly. Let's see what happens. So he plays e3, try to get rid of this pawn at the same time. And what does Yesipenko do? I remember this clearly. When he played d3, I was like, oh, he really trying to make stuff crazy for Hikaru. But look at this bishop. Bro. This bishop is the strongest bishop on the board. This is the strongest piece. So if you never neutralize this, I mean, you could just lose just because of the bishop. Like, literally just lose the game because of this diagonal. So d3 was very committal. But at the same time, I mean, did he have a choice, really? Like, let's look at this. If he takes, I mean, still, like, the diagonal is like the double ops. You know what I mean? Like Hikaru says with the bishops, the double ops here. Like, maybe he just didn't have a choice. This is probably even worse because now I don't even have any weaknesses as white. Put the bishop here and just mate you, like literally just mate you. So he probably wanted to confuse him and make at least, if you're going to try to swing at me, we're going to do it this way, right? If you're going to try to swing at me, we're going to do it this way. So he plays queen c3. I mean, that's an obvious move there. Get on the diag. Knight e4. I'm not trying to take that, to be honest. No, I'm not taking that. I'm not taking that. So if I don't take it, then where do I go then? Interesting. Dang, do we take this? No, we can't take this. We can't because then, that's not an option. We just can't let him take. What's up, Dels Flies? So we have to move the queen. Maybe we don't. Maybe queen c4. All right, let's see what he did. Yeah, queen c4. He went up. He went queen c4. He didn't take on e3 because not f takes because of f takes e3, not d takes e3. Oh wow, f takes e3. That's crazy. Take with the f pawn. Is that real here? Taking with the f pawn is a real thing. That's crazy. Taking with the f pawn. Engine says +1 with d takes. D takes. F takes is crazy, but I mean it does open a file. That is crazy. Maybe it may. This is some fire though. I mean, look at this pressure. That's very scary. D takes is natural where you don't take as many risks. Like it's less risk. My pawn structure is great. Yours is worse. So even in games, you can't develop like I would take this way easily to less risk, and I'm the one attacking. F takes e3. You do have to be slightly worried about if my attack fails. You know, I got these weak pawns. How do I push the d1? Right. It's definitely so weird. F takes is natural too. It is a natural take, but you want to remember usually taking right like this way is usually better. I mean, both of these are taking kind of towards the center. You usually want to capture towards the center, but both of these are actually still influencing the center here. It's kind of weird. Kind of weird. General preference I would take with the D. Interesting. Interesting. All right. So let's see what happened. Queen c3. He went queen c4. So he's hitting the knight. Bishop f5. I can't develop yet due to knight takes d2. Oh, let me. I don't want to show anything. We want to look at this right now ourselves. F takes. It's towards the center. Yes, correct. That's right. It's factory. Thank you. This one's kind of towards the center too. It's kind of away, but it's also towards like it's weird. All right, so where I can't go bishop b2. Maybe I can though. Wait a second. Bishop b2, knight takes, queen c3. So maybe I develop it anyway. Is that possible? Let's see if he did it. He did. He did it anyway. Yeah. Yeah, he did it anyway, bro. He did it. Yeah. And the idea here is after knight takes, you just play queen c3. I'm just made in the knight hanging. So I play bishop b2. Bishop b2 makes total sense. So he played queen d7. Okay, queen d7. Well, now you still can't take. You still can't take. So maybe just bring a rook into the game. You want to play here, maybe? No. Maybe just bring a rook into the game? What else do I have? Like, what else? Maybe kick the knight. I don't know about f3, though. Reminds me of some Solitaire Chess by Larry Evans. Nice. Never heard of that one. Thanks for the follow, Vicious Mocha. f3. Rook c1. See Bruiser, thanks for the follow. Never play f3. Right, yeah, sorry. Sorry, hopefully Fine Gold not watching right now. Hopefully Fine Gold not watching. Oh, f3, you right. Rook f to c1. Yeah, one of these rooks probably going to c1. Oh, he captured. Oh, snap. He just got rid of that boy. Yo, I did not see that. I mean, bro, he just took that knight. Oh, my goodness. I mean, he calculated everything out to the finish, I'm sure. But he has, wait a second, after captures, I mean, you have to go f3 and you have to go rook f2. And that's how you defend. And opposite color bishops, but I have all the play with the queen on the diagonal here. I also have the rook coming to the file. Pawn is weak. I can play e4, make the bishop go back, especially if you're trying to keep it on the diagonal. Long term, I have a huge advantage, I think. Well, not huge, but it's definitely long term advantage here from Hikaru. Very nice. So let me see what the engine says, though. I'm very curious. Bishop takes e4 is move number 2 from the engine. Rook c1s apparently aren't in at all. So what happens if I go rook c1? Is it really bad or something? I just play c6. It doesn't do much. It's just like, okay, in your next move. I mean, yes, I got the rook active, but it could have been doing more. Maybe we committed it too early. Makes total sense. Move number 2 is actually bishop takes e4. And the last... Oh, rook a c1 does pop up now. Rook a c1. Bishop takes and b5. All moves here. Interesting. Let's turn that off. All right. So he took on e4. So maybe this is the follow-up. f3. And then I don't think... Do I have to do this right now? Or not? Hikaru was in beast mode here. He should... was told he shouldn't have got a spot. Yeah. No, he's a monster. I mean, obviously. Yeah, he shut up all the haters here. At least he should be with this game. Right. You know. I don't know why he would even... Like, what? Like, bro... This man be killing stuff every day. Okay, so let's see what this is. Maybe king g2. No, you're not trying to step on the file like this. Rook c1. Rook c1 to c3. Oh, yeah. I could go here because you can't move. You can't actually move yet, right? Because c7's hanging. So put the rook here, and then go here. Maybe not. I am blocking the bishop. Interesting, but definitely rook c1. Definitely a rook c1. Solitaire chess was popular column in Chess Life. Oh, we had to guess the top players' moves throughout the game. That is cool. But points were awarded according to first, second, and third choice, and this computer lines were available. Solitaire chess. Shout out to you if you're watching from wherever you're watching from. If you know solitaire chess, that's fire. Actually, wasn't familiar with that. Rook a to c1 pins the bishop. Yes. Curious Chimpanzee. Let's see if he played it. He did. Rook a to c1. One for the home team. Over here with the Jedi. Let's go, guys. Rook a to c1 has been played, and rook e7. So he's defending the pawn. Okay, I could go here. He has bishop here. What is next? What's next? I don't know yet, actually. Rook c3, he got rook d8. We don't really have it yet. I think I remember him going queen c3 here. Oh, he went queen f4. Okay, so he went queen f4 and rerouted to queen. Maybe pressuring here and maybe something like a double. Or rook c4. So my boy, this is a recent knocker game. Yeah, we watching it. We looking at it right now. OG Trash Bag Willie. We're looking at it right now. b5 from Noma. Yeah, b5 is not possible. The bishop takes. And this is defended by the queen. f6. Kusha, what up, Kusha? What's good? They play f6. First off, fine go tripping. Bruh. Secondly, it does block the bishop though. It does block the bishop. g4, g5. Okay, rook c4. I still want to double here. I still want to double. Question is, do I want to block this or not? I really don't. But I don't want to get hit here either. Curious, what did he play? Oh, he went rook c4. Okay, he did go there. Bruh. So that makes me feel better, actually, about my decision here. I really wanted to go rook c4 and double the rooks. Bishop b5, though, is deterring me, but I guess I just go like here or here. We play rook d8. Well, now I get to double for free, but I thought this was kind of critical. Bishop b5. So you don't, so I can't double that easily. So after rook c4, so it is just rook d4. And then what? Queen here. I'm just better, I guess. As you see, it's minimal. Very minimal from white. Going downhill for Andrew. Yeah, very minimal. Okay. Rook c4. So now I get the double for free. And this is where the problem starts here. I mean, I'm sure it's already a problem here. Obviously, we got the double rooks. This pawn's kind of weak. We got some pressure here. And this is good to understand, guys, on like a real, like just a middle game and in game. But here, the opposite color bishops. When you see the ops here, the opposite color bishops, sometimes people automatically think this is a what? This is a draw. Bruh. But that is wrong thinking. Garbage. That is not going to be it. Of course, because there are opposite color bishops, that means this is actually in the middle game, like we are right now, still in the middle game here, is actually having very strong potentials for attacking chances. So the person, obviously, with the bishop that's attacking, the other bishop cannot defend. Unless magically this bishop gets to the dark squares, he is basically out the game. So f3, he has no pressure here. So really, all the pressure is right here. This is all the pressure. So it's good to understand this. Helps the attacker correct. Very nice. Very nice. Now, if we trade the queens and the rooks off, and even if this pawn drops, I mean, it's not all the way winning yet, still from white because of the opposite color bishops. But we're far away from that. Queen e6. Okay. Oh, look at the engine going up. Eval bar going nuts. Well, first off, b5. I mean, I just take the 7th rank. Yeah, I just take the 7th rank. Like, this is just a blunder. Like, this is literally just, it looks like a blunder. Bruh. It looks like a blunder because I just got b5 and take the 7th rank. And the pawn's still doubled. I mean, I can take the 7th rank. But you still want to think that out. But let's see what else. What else did he have? Maybe b5 himself, but that's miserable. That's miserable. What else? Let's see what the options are. It just says rook c8. That's not a move. 1000% not a move. b5. Okay, we did look at that. But it's miserable, like we said. And queen e8. I mean, ugh. Bruh. Ugh, right? Like, that's his options. Not the prettiest position, though. You got to do what you got to do. Wow. Yeah, it looks miserable. B5. Rook C8. Come on, like nobody playing Rook C8. That was first move by the engine too. Yeah, bro. Flip the board, right? Let's look at it from Black's point of view. Who in their right mind about to play Rook C8 right here? Bruh. Rook C8. Confidently. Hit the clock and walk around. Go look at other games. Bro, you need to sit down. You do not get up. Don't even go to the bathroom here. You need to figure this out. Rook C8 is not happening. B5, definitely. I mean, but shoot, this position is rough here, man. Rough. Hikaru on his head. I'm on your head, big dog. I'm on your head. I'm on your head. So, Rook C1, Queen E6. Well, B5 is just GG. I mean, maybe not GG. Obviously, it's not GG. We have work to do, but GG is in like, oh, we got the file. Okay. We like mission accomplished is what they say. The opening was a success, which you'll see in opening books and books, period. Opening was a success for white. Rook C8 was worst move. Yeah, you get reported ASAP. Yeah, Queen E8 is probably, let's flip here, probably a possibility. Because at least you have like, I mean, I would go for Queen E8. I would go for Queen E8. If I'm here, I would go for this. Just to try to go over here and at least hit the pawn. Threaten something. I mean, when was the last time I threatened something in this game here? Bruh. Right, it feels rough as black here. So Queen E8, at least get a threat off. Maybe well, no, G5 is going to be suicide. So, yeah, you can't do that. Very rough for injury here. Miserable. But you see what the engine says? That is equal, right? Very, very hard to play positions like this because it looks miserable for black to play. But the engine like, you fine, bro. Like, you're fine. Play on, you fine. Like, but it looks bad. It really does. So Queen E6, right? And he made a mistake. He literally made a mistake because the position, the pressure is on. Queen E8, Rook C8, B5. He made a mistake here, right? Queen E6 and B5 was played from Hikaru. Takes, and then here we go. Boom, there it is. Rook E4, Rook E4 first, then split him here. It's beautiful here. Beautiful. What was the time control? This was oh yeah, what was the time control for these actually? Does anybody know? I forgot. I actually don't know what the time control. Oh, I can look right here. Ha! Right in front of us, guys. 90-30. Bruh. It was 90-30. So 90 minutes and 30-second increment. That's actually the time control I'll be playing in my tournaments now. So that's pretty cool. 90-30. These are long games. Long games. So he played Rook E4. You could obviously take on C7, but it's better to do it this way, which is the way he did it. Rook E4, Queen F7. And then he captured. And then right here, is it right here? It's check. And then here we go. Y'all ready? Did y'all see this? Y'all remember this? Who remember this? Who remember this? Who remember this, bro? Was it right here? I think it was right here, right? I think it was right here. Oh my goodness. Here you go. Here you go. Bow. He's got a family. He's got a family, Hikaru. Oh my goodness. Bruh. He's got a family. Wow. Bishop F6. Sheesh. That's a nasty move. That is a nasty move. Right there. Right there. Sheesh. Pawn takes F6. Boom. There's one check he put what to do. Boom. And you know what? This is what he noticed here. What he noticed here, which I'm sure I don't know how far he saw this line. I don't know how far he saw this line. But what's nice here is the idea here was the loose piece. What is loose? I teach this to students all the time. Loose means undefended. So loose pieces drop off. They do teach that in chess kids for all the chess kid prodigies out there. Shout out to you. LPDO, loose pieces drop off. So, but also loose pieces lose games. So loose meaning undefended. This piece is undefended. So if I can get some little check off right here, you know, I'm able to pick up the piece. So in this little sequence of moves and checks, he was able to find this bishop. Like this bow, check, right? And then what happens on King H8? Oh my goodness. That's nuts. Because King F8 he went for, but on King H8? Wow. Is this still Queen B4? Oh my goodness. It might still be Queen B4. It might still be this. Did he really see that? Is that really working like that? Hikaru, big dog, don't be flexing like that. Oh my goodness, 55 hit Hikaru. Bruh. Jeez, Queen B4 does work. That's the same thing. Whew. Gross. Because after Queen B4, if you take, obviously, this is the obvious tactic here, and then I take the Queen. That was mean. And then after Queen B4, if you anywhere you move the Queen, it's the same combo. I hit D8 and I hit B5. I mean, wow, 55 hit. 55 hit power level over 9,000. Wow, that was gross here. After Queen B4, here takes, and takes, which is a variation of what happened in the game. So as we go back here, Queen G4, hit King F8, bam, bam, bang. Check. Appreciate it. And now we reach this position where white's just winning. Why? Because of the end game. Sometimes, in fact, in some of your favorite openings, or even in tactical positions, just like that one thing to realize is that sometimes you can not bail out, but you actually simplify, is what they call it, into these type of end games where this is a completely winning end game. And if the queens trade, you're definitely going to take white here. Well, you got to be careful on where the king placement is, because like you need to get rid of these. I mean, but even then, you still should be winning. It's going to take some Devereski here. May have to trade this off and then 2 versus 1. Should be winning, though. Should be winning. Now, for this 75% remaining time is those critical spots. Right. Mikey K, what up? Just move the king to F2 before B5, Bishop F6. Yeah, he took 10 minutes to check Bishop F6. I would look at that for hours and not be certain. Yeah, it takes great calculation. Accurate, concrete, certain calculation. So takes King F2 is definitely a possibility. Well, that's because check is here, so definitely have to pay attention to this right now. Yeah, so King F2 definitely is a move, and then take on D3. King F2 definitely played. Queen here, definitely not taking and connecting the pawns. Bro, just take the pawn. Bro, what? I mean, maybe he didn't have another move. Oh, yeah, he doesn't really have any moves. I mean, maybe here, but, like, he definitely just gave that pawn up there. I mean, I could take that too, bro. He didn't take it. Oops, sorry. He didn't take it. But you know what? I probably shouldn't take that pawn, and he didn't. And maybe if you calculate here, you're probably in trouble. Maybe you, like, draw it. Okay, so here, this probably is too much, huh? I mean, is he? I figured you could probably get away with this. Eval bar, like, bro, take everything he got, my guy. Take everything he got. But it's not working like that. So he played Queen C3, which is definitely safe. Safe move. Queen takes obviously is a terrible endgame. We can walk the king to B4 to chill, and these pawns are going to eat these up. Easy. Easy. So he doesn't trade. I have a checky pool. What to do here? I could just advance too, though. He plays King E2. Waiting move. I literally could just advance the pawns. He plays Queen D4, centralizes the queen. Check up. Queen back to B4, hit the pawn. Advance. And he just made some more queen moves. Getting closer into the position. So now the queen covers this. And hitting that. This is probably the next move. Maybe D3. Yo, you know what's funny? Oh my goodness. Bruh. Watch this. Like, if you go here, it's mates. Garbage. Yo, imagine that happening. Imagine that happening. Some of y'all in the chat gonna do that. Some of y'all in the chat will and have and like do this every day. Don't do this, okay? Don't do this. Don't do this. Bruh. Don't do this. Okay, let's go back. Let's see what happened in the game. He played Queen C5, so he just backed up, hit the pawn. And then he advanced. So yeah, he just did whatever. It's kind of like, you know, play on this side of the board. Like, I'm sure there's many ways to win. Garbage, yeah. Yeah, many of y'all probably fell into that chat. Musical Mister was up. H4. And he expanded some more. H5. Look at that. Expanding on the king side here. Queen is holding down the pawns. It's only a matter of time. Only a matter of time. H6. Very nice move. And that was it. Final move. Resignation. And Big Hikaru with the dub. Whoa. Jeez. Oh man, that's a nice dub with the English too, bro. People be sleeping on the English. If there's 1,000 moves that win, I find the one that loses. You know what? I have seen that myself, Edwin Walker, but you have gotten a lot better. Shout out to you, big fella. Shout out to you, Pog. Yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this game. Make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube. Let's go. And a big shout out to Hikaru. Hopefully he comes away with some big boy wins.